Stranger Things is about doors. Just like a lot of doors. Seriously, call me Jim Dorson, because this season of Stranger Danger has a fixation on doors. Demogorgons create doorways between the upside down and the right side up, sometimes in the space of a literal door. Max and Holly explore Vecna's memories, usually by traveling between doors. The Scooby Gang uses these secret doors to the tunnels from season 2 to travel around Hawkins. Elle's homemade sensory deprivation tank is made from a door, and like, you could argue that the tank itself is a doorway into the mind. There's just like so many doors this season. Look at that. Look at that door. Look at this door. That's a Monsters Inc. door if I've ever seen one. Seriously, so much of the conflict of this last season on like a scene-by-scene basis comes down to whether or not our characters can open a locked door.
How do we get through?
Where's the door?
The door! Get the door! Oh!
Tina, get the door. And be polite. Unless it's a Mormon.
Big chunk of the first half of the season, Elle and Hopper are trying to open this super secret locked door. Hopper almost blows himself up trying to open this super duper high-tech door. Nancy and Jonathan almost die in this melty room because the doorknob got melted away. And it leads to one of the most dramatic and heartfelt scenes in the series, where Jonathan and Nancy die. Oh, they don't? Right, this is Stranger Things. None of the main characters die. The Stranger kids try to great escape all the younglings out of this military base by effectively creating a new door in the bathroom, which is hidden behind a stall door. There's like 3 or 4 layers of doors going on in this one sequence. It's doors all the way down. And this door motif is specifically set up early on in the season, when Mike dubs his sister Holly the Heroic, granting her cleric powers such as Dimension Door. And then she spends like the majority of the season hopping through different dimensions in the form of different doorways. It's a very specific motif that is set up. And there's so many doors. There's just so many doors. And all of this is topped up by the crazy reveal of what the oopsie doopsie even is, which is a wormhole, an Eisenstein-Rosen bridge, a gateway between worlds, effectively a door between dimensions. It was doors the whole time. I've been a door this whole time. So what the fuck does all of this mean? I don't know, man. It's obviously an intentional motif, and the reveal of the Upside Down being effectively a doorway between two worlds is a cool reveal, and it does sort of fit in with this ongoing theme of traveling between doors. But is there like more of a deeper meaning than that? Is there like something going on character-wise or thematically with this specific motif? Maybe it's about like stepping into a new state of being. Doors can represent a passageway from one place to another, which could represent like a character going from one stage in their life to the next. This is a concept that comes up a few times throughout the season. Will's arc is all about like accepting himself and coming out of the closet. Closets are effectively just a door where a wall should be. So if you think about it, Will's arc is all about going through a door. And that's something. That's an idea. But it is a big character step for him. He's stepping through a metaphorical door to live as more of his true self, not knowing how his friends and family and this one random psychic girl who he just met will react to such news. Elle is struggling with the fear that she can never have a normal life. She wants to step through a metaphorical door to outside of Hawkins and live a normal life with Will, somewhere with waterfalls and blackjack and hookers. But this concept starts to feel like a dream or a fantasy to her. She has trouble picturing what that life might look like.
We can go to the snowball. Promise.
Especially when she meets my girl Callie, who gets fucking done dirty this season. I was so excited when they brought her back, and then she does almost nothing. It's like, what's the point of having a cool second psychic girl with different powers if you're barely going to use them? And she's the only character they kill off, and she's the only character I care about? Fuck you. But she puts doubt in Elle's mind. The government will never stop hunting you. You will always be running. There's no door that you can step through where Sarah Connor won't find you. That's probably something. In the final episode, Elle has her big goodbye scene while effectively standing in a doorway. She's always been standing in a doorway. And then later we find out that that was a trick and she actually escaped through another secret door. It's fucking doors all the way down again. In the final shot of the show, Mike closes the door where it all began, ending the Stranger Dangers and moving on to becoming a Stephen King protagonist who writes the story that you just watched. He literally closes the door on the series. It's the final shot of the show. It's all about doors. What does it mean? Tell me I'm not the only one that's noticed this. And like every other scene being like, it's fucking doors again. They gotta get through a door. How are they gonna get through this door? That's all I got. Let me know more doors that I missed. And what did you think of Stranger Danger, the final season? I thought it was mostly pretty good. I don't think the second half of the season lived up to the ultimate hype moment of Will fucking brand warging into the demi-goblins and smashing them up. That was kind of the highlight from both a like cool hype character moment and like a filmmaking side of things for me at least. But overall I thought it was like pretty good, I guess. It does kind of end the season the same way the first season ended, which is like, reminds you that like this show as a whole probably could have just been one season and that would have been enough. But hey, overall, I think it's a pretty good show, even if it can be kind of goofy from time to time, and also has absolutely no balls when it comes to killing off characters. And it's a show that's really obsessed with doors for reasons. But that's this video. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more of me ranting and raving about extremely specific topics or obscure media, maybe subscribe, because we're going to try to do more of that. And check out some other videos, I guess. That's this one. Bye-bye. See ya. Bye-bye. I'm gonna close the door on this video. Bye-bye.